Still an Xbox fanboy. For the past 3 generations of gaming, Sony has made 3 different versions of the PlayStation. PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3. And those 3 PlayStations together sold over 300 million units worldwide. Today, February 20th, Sony makes their new introductory into gaming with the PlayStation 4. Today, Sony announced the first new PlayStation in almost 7 years, dubbed the PlayStation 4, obviously succeeding the PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, and PlayStation 3. And Sony is calling it a souped-up PC. It is boasting an 8-core processor so it can juggle simultaneously games, apps, Facebook, internet, and anything else you want to do. And also a revolutionary brand new controller that runs in tandem with the system with a depth perception so it can see how far it is away from the screen or how far it is from other objects. Now, I couldn't really imagine how this would be used in a controller setting, but I would feel like it'd be used to push someone away, or maybe to even see how close it is to your face or the screen to judge a depth perception almost of the gaming scene. So when you're inside of a scope, maybe, if your controller is closer to the screen, it kind of zooms everything out a little bit. That way you can see more on the screen. And if you're far away, like on a couch, maybe 10-15 feet away, if the controller is far away from the screen or the PlayStation 4, it can also see that it is far away and it should maybe zoom out a little bit more. That way you can see more of the whole entire screen. Now, to show off these new controllers and new amazing graphics and processing powers, they showed off their new Killzone game, which had almost chillingly real blood. Now, in this 2-hour presentation given in New York City, where they presented pretty much everything but a price, release date, and didn't even really show us the system, and by didn't really, it means they didn't do it at all. They showed us screenshots and gameplay from the new Killzone game, which was almost unreal how good the system looked, and almost better than most gaming PCs today, and even better than, easily better than everything else on the market right now in the home PC and home entertainment system. But I haven't even got to the good part yet. Social gaming has been a huge thing so far in gaming, but never has very been well integrated. It seems more shoved into gaming, like Xbox's Facebook app and the ability to broadcast your game, and websites like Raptor which just say, hey, I'm playing this game, but there's nothing really else you can do about it. PlayStation 4 has decided to change this game and to see you and your friends let you jump into their game or just watch your game without ever even having to put the disc in. Also knowing that a lot of people have been doing YouTube streams of their games and YouTube rendering where they needed to get a recording box that records into their PC and then they can upload to YouTube, they decided to completely eliminate that and add that built into the system, and so streamlined that all you do is just press record on your system through the start menu and it starts recording and saves to the hard drive, or you can even upload and edit right from the PlayStation. Now, even with this new system being more powerful most likely than your home PC or anything else in your home, it's still a gaming system, and we cannot leave that fact. Now, what I really wanted to see from the system was, I wanted to see complete deletion of the compact disc. Compact discs were cool when we had a Dreamcast, when my cell phone was the size of a brick, but in the modern day age, I'm downloading more games than ever. So why can't I have a system where almost all my games are downloaded on a huge hard drive, where I don't have to worry about changing my disc or anything else like that? Now, everyone's had a little brother or a little sister or friends over who scratch and lose their games, and you can't do anything after they're scratched or lost, but you can't scratch or lose a game that's built into the hard drive. Now, you also have to look at the fact that if they had everything on the hard drive, the resale value of games is completely gone. Thus, you cannot trade in a game that is built into your system. And resale and trading of games has been a huge part of everything, and I feel like everyone in the world has bought 5 used games before from GameStop or whatever. Even though you're pretty much being robbed for them, it's still a good way for you to get the new game by trading in 3 or 4 of your old games. And they also had to cater to the crowd, the people who do not have home internet or do not have fast internet connection, where it takes them days or a couple days, or maybe they can't play games because they're not connected to online. But at this point, if you have a PlayStation 4, you're almost required to have internet, because you can only do so much of these new functions and abilities without the internet, and you can't even play online with your friends. So I guess they're trying to cater to a crowd that really isn't a crowd anymore, especially with easier access for people to get internet. But I have to see where they're coming from. To support everyone, it's just easier to keep the compact disc. Sony is also now integrating a company they acquired about 4 years ago called Gaikai, which is a cloud storage company, and where you'll be able to cloud storage some of your games, some of your saved games, and some of your videos, so when you go over to a friend's house, you can continue to play from the place you were at, or if you have multiple PlayStation 4s, you can now go downstairs and continue your game of Killzone. Which is honestly a fantastic feature that I didn't even know they didn't even have. Now, having the Xbox 360 with the new updates, I have cloud storage and I have 500 megabytes of that. Which is awesome because sometimes I like to play mine in my room, or I like to play it in the living room, or I like to play it in the basement, or I like to go over to a friend's house, and I like to be in the same spot everywhere I go. And cloud storage lets me do that. I'm not confined to one room or to carry around a memory card everywhere I go. But to add on to all this, we have to be very hesitant going into what we are looking at the PlayStation 4. There's a lot of hype and a lot of things they may say they're going to do that they probably actually aren't going to do. But almost every single company does this with any new product coming in. It's just they're announcing it, they're not setting in stone what everything is. And also, if you see any pictures of the game system or a controller, they are not true as of anything. We do not have set in stone what everything is. I will repeat this again, we have not seen a PlayStation 4 officially from Sony yet. So don't share any posts on Facebook, say, look, the new PlayStation 4, because we don't know what it looks like yet. But I do hope it's as sleek as the old PlayStation 3 Slim, or even the PS2 Slim. A nice fitting piece of something that can fit perfectly in your entertainment center and will look good. Because more and more people are getting these systems, not as a game system, but as an entertainment system. Like the Xbox, you can be used as a cable box, it can be used for Netflix, Hulu, and some people just put it in their living room and completely remove everything else, because it does everything. And now with this one having a Blu-ray player and a DVD player, you can almost completely eliminate your entire entertainment center with one small box. Now, more and more companies are trying to copy what Xbox did, which was not focus on the gaming as much as focusing on the entertainment part, and creating almost their own ecosystem inside the gaming system. So they have everything to cater to almost every member of the family. Skype conversations, internet, Facebook, Hulu, as I was saying before, and not every single game system has that, and they're trying to adapt it. It just doesn't seem as native as the Xbox is. And maybe PlayStation 4 will fix on that. But only time will tell, and who knows for sure. I would like to almost go back a year from now and look at this blog again to see what the PlayStation 4 is really like compared to what they said it was going to be like. But I feel like it'll be pretty dead on. Now that's everything I was able to find after watching the 2-hour show, and everything else I was able to find off content on the internet. And that's pretty much everything everyone knows as of right now. More information will be coming out, and I will be updating slowly whenever I find something interesting about this. Now I don't know if you guys know this or not, but I'm a huge gamer, and gaming's actually my first passion and my first love in anything. And I would like to maybe add some more gaming stuff into my vlog, because people tend to like that, I think. Right? But I don't really want to make this a gaming channel, because gaming channels are a dime a dozen. Thanks for watching today, it means a lot to me. Don't forget to check back again tomorrow where I answer questions from you guys, the audience. Bye-bye. I don't know if you guys have seen this or not yet, but I got a Jurassic Park tie. And no, it is not fake. This is legit Jurassic Park T-Rex tie. And this is how I'm going to teach you guys how to do tie videos from now on this amazing thrift shop find. Thank you, Rebecca.